All right, so this is the switch that we need to clone because we could not get information from it through infrared or via OBD through the connections back here, through these cables. So our last hope is to retrieve this information via EEPROM. So that's what we're going to do today. The quickest way to get the key password is I need to renew this, which means I need to have the key password in order to renew it. So what I mean by renew is basically virginize this switch so that I can clone it with the contents of the original switch. So the quickest way to do that is with VVDI Prog. We're going to be using this one. We're going to be using this MC9S12 reflash cable. Bunch of wires on there. We're going to hook it up to the board and we're going to get the data electronically. Okay. Why don't we do that with VVDI MB tool? Because it's going to take a very, very long time to get the key password, and it's much faster with Prog. So I can read the data with VVDI MB tool, but I can't get the key password very quickly. I can get it faster with Prog. So first thing I'm going to do is get this open. All right, so we're all set up here. This is the switch that we're going to be extracting the data from. It's faster to get it with Prog, VVDI Prog. So as you can see, there's some numbers here on the board. ST12, right here, you can see the numbers ST12. Okay. Right here you see the numbers W164 ST12. So on Prog, let's bring up Prog so we can see it better. All right, so we're going to first thing we're going to do is select Immobilizer, number 4, and there's all kinds of models to choose from. We're working with Mercedes-Benz. Now we're going to select our chip. Our chip is a W164 ST12. Here we are. EIS W164 ST12. Select that. And then we're going to click on Connection Diagram. This guy pops up. Let's make it bigger. This is the cable that we'll be using, and this is how we hook it up. We can zoom in a bit, and we can see exactly where to put the cables. Okay, the purple one goes here, yellow one goes here, black, white, red, etc. So we're going to hook up just like the diagram shows here with our cable, and we're going to connect it into Prog. Okay, so we've got it all hooked up now. All the wires are hooked up in the right place, just like the diagram shows. And we've got this hooked up to the VVDI Prog. It's plugged in. All right, so now we're going to Prog. And we've got it all hooked up. And we're just going to read it now. Okay, so we've read it. Now we're going to save it. Okay, so I already have the original data from this one. I did this same thing that I'm doing now with the donor switch with Prog to the original switch. So that's finished now. Now I'm going to renew this with VVDI MB tool. Now we've got it hooked up to the VVDI MB tool. and we're going to start reading this. So we're just going to hit read EIS data. Okay. Now we're going to load the bin that we saved. Now we've got the key password here. Let's copy this key password. Let's read the EIS again. Let's paste the key password and save it with all the other info that didn't come up from the EEPROM dump. Alright, so now we're going to get the erase password. Okay, we got the erase password now, and we're going to renew this EIS. We're going to select IR. We're going to select renew. It's asking me to put the IR adapter into the switch. Here's our switch. Okay, so we got erasing EIS success. Go to OBD, VDIS data. And okay, so yeah, we're not activated anymore. Next, we're going to load the original data from our customers' original switch. Alright, so let's load the original data. First thing we're going to do is write the VIN. Okay, write VIN success. Now we're going to go IR, and we're going to write this EIS data. Insert the IR adapter to the car. Writing the data now. And we've finished writing the data successfully. Okay, let's read this EIS. OBD, read it. Now I'm going to take the key password from the original switch and save it here. I'm going to paste this key password. Now we're going to save this data. And we're going to prepare a key file next. Load the EIS data. And we're going to select key 1. We're going to make a key file. Okay, that's finished. Now we're going to go to read write key. We're going to take a blank key and stick it into the VVDI, and we're going to read it. And let's identify the key. Okay, it's a BE key. I'm going to load a key file, the one that we just saved, key 1, and we're going to write it. Okay, so we've just written a key for this EIS. Now we're going to test the EIS and make sure we have mechanical status and CAN status all the way to circuit 50. So let's go back to EIS tools. We're going to read the EIS. We're going to test it. Start the test. And I've got another pop-up that you can't see right now, but I'm going to bring it up for you. You can see it now. So what I'm going to do is put the key in the ignition, the new key that I just programmed, and we should get a check mark. We should get a check mark on mechanical status and CAN status if this key is working. Okay, so here we go. You can see the little red light turn on for a second. It's programming. You heard the click. That's the switch opening up. And we have CAN status. See that there? That little check there? That means we've got CAN status. Okay. Now I'm going to move the key to position 1. And we've got mechanical status and CAN status on 15R. And that's position 2. Ignition on. And circuit 50 is your starter circuit. Okay, so we're just going to, yep, we've got power all the way through. So this switch is programmed and ready to go. And now when we read this switch, again, we should see the activated check mark. Let's close this window. And we're back to the VVDI window. And we're going to read it. Let's bring it up on the big screen. We're going to read this now. And this little box here should now be activated since we started the car with the key. Yeah, it is. So we've got 1 activation and we have a record of using key 1. So everything's working beautifully. This one's done. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Bring on the next one.